guys, I'm Chris from the Tabletop Wargamers. So this video I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to go about making my gaming table. I decided to make a new gaming table because the old table I had wasn't really suitable for what I needed it to do. And I got this table now. It's about 4x3 roughly, and I'm going to be turning it into a gaming surface for a 6x4 table, also with a couple of pockets on each end so we can store stuff in. And I'm also going to put some storage underneath it with a shelf and stuff so we can store other things underneath. And I'm going to be showing you guys how I do it all. So what I'll do next, we'll bring the camera in a bit closer and a different angle, and I'll run you through my plan. Okay, so guys, here we are with the table. So just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing with what the plan is for the table, a bit of the reasons behind some of the choices. I'll go through it now and explain it to you. I'll do a little diagram, show you what I'm hoping to get at the end. Yeah, I hope you like it. I hope it inspires you to make gaming tables of your own and have a go at doing your own things, you know. This is just one idea I come up with of something that works for me. This isn't the right or the wrong way to go about it. I'm sure there's millions of things you could do differently or better or whatever that suits you, you know, and your available space and environment, I guess. This is just a good idea I come up with that uses the space the best, I think, for what I've got available to me. So as you can see, I've got a piece of wood on top. This is actually a 2x4 foot board. So this is one of the three sections I ideally want this table to hold. As you can see, it's almost the size of the table now. I think the table is just under 3 foot across this way by 4 foot, just under 4 foot that way. So what I will do is I will have 3 of these. So I'll have one over the edge there, I'll have another one in the middle, and another one at the end, overlapping that end obviously. And what I like to have on the end then is a pocket about 6 inches built into the frame. It's about so deep that I can just put dice, you know, roll dice in, keep dice, take measures, any other accessories in. I'll have one of those on each end, so for each player. It's just a nice little extra feature to the table. It doesn't add much to the weight or the difficulty really. Yeah, it's just something I want to do personally, just to have a bit of cool factor. I will be spraying all the framework on the table black, just so it looks cool. It's cool factor matters, guys. So yeah, so what we've got then for my idea. So for my idea, we got the basic table. So the table's here, and then I'm going to build a frame that I can put on the table and take off. So when I'm not playing, I can take the boards off, take the frame off, put the frame to one side, and I can use the table as a workspace to work on as well. So I've designed it so it's going to be able to be placed on, and it's going to have little grabbers either end that just fit over the table and just hold it in place to stop it sliding about or anything. Because there's nothing worse than the table moving about and displacing all your miniatures when you're playing, you know. That's a big no-no. So so what we'll have is the frame will be like this. It'll be bigger than the table obviously, because it's going to be, I think the way I've worked it out, it's going to end up being about roughly 7 foot long by 4 foot 2, something like that wide. So it'll be 4 by 7 foot, and it's going to have a little space on each end for the pockets. I'll show you the diagram up close in a sec now, guys, okay? And it's gonna, this is where the first board's gonna come up to, and then the second board, and then the third board. It's not a scale drawing, okay guys, forgive me. But what I'm gonna do is I'll have a little lip along this edge, just a thin lip, you know, like the width of a board, just to allow the boards to sit on, so you'll have a support underneath the boards, just to hold them up on each side. So that'll be running down each side, and along the back and the front edges of the board as well, just to hold it up and give it some support, some strength. And then across the middle I'll be attaching a big batten across the middle like this. It's going to be about 2 inch wide, so it'll be like, it'll overlap each board by an inch where they meet. So it'll give you like an inch into the board, this one, and an inch into this one. So something solid for each board to sit on, so that'll be repeated there. So that's 2 big battens running across the centre of the table. And then in case I decide to go modular in the future, I'm going to add in another one, another 2 inch wide one across here and here and here. So then that allows me then to have 2 by 2 squares, 2 foot by 2 foot squares of board that I can place modular terrain boards, 6 of them going down then, you know. So then if I decide to make modular boards in the future, I got the capacity to put those on without them falling through the middle, you know, or being bowing in the middle when you press, when someone leans on them. Because I want this to be rock solid, so then if somebody leans on it, the table's not just going to go whoa and everything will come up with it and go, or the boards will go through the middle. You know, I don't want any of that nonsense. I want this to be solid and stable, you know, nice and steady. So I'm going to get some light strong wood, make this all up. Yeah, it's going to be a really nice design, I think, when it's done. It should be a nice big playing area with some storage on the ends for each player. And then the last thing I want to do then is underneath, I want to build a shelf underneath. I've already cut one piece of wood already, guys. So I'm going to be putting a piece like this on each side and one on each end. I'm going to put a little shelf across here, and I put another batten across the middle, you know, just to give it a bit more strength in the middle so it doesn't bow too much. But yeah, and I'll have a little shelving unit underneath the table as well. So it'll give you some storage under the table, as well as a nice big table to play on, a big gaming surface. It'll look really great, and it'll just work for me, you know. With the one thing I forgot to mention as well, with the battens that come across and through the ends, to keep it on the tabletop, I'll be adding a little piece. Of like a block of wood under each batten, so then it sits flush against there. So it just sort of goes over and it stops it being able to move. One on each batten, that side, and one on the ones on the end, just to hold it to the tabletop. Okay guys, so there'll be, you know, a little block on each batten. Here, just so it holds it on to the shape of the initial table underneath. You know, you have the cross battens and the nice little pockets there at each end. So that's basically the design of the table. Hope you like it, guys. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the awesome videos that will be coming up for you guys. There'll be more on the D-Day board coming up. A lot more on the gaming table build, so definitely stay tuned for those, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well, so I'll be putting up some pictures and stuff as I go along, extra stuff to YouTube on there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Chris from the Tabletop Wargamers. Keep gaming, guys.